So next is Game 1992.
All right. Let's go.
So I think 1992 was the year of the Rodney King riots.
Yeah, 1992 was the year that Rodney King riots. That's the year that the artist that actually did the album cover was released from jail.
Oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah, I think his name was Joe Cool.
who is
Um,
the same guy who did the cover to Snoop Dogg's
Doggy Style.
yes. And as
Uh,
soon as you look at it, you can tell.
yes, the L.A. riots was during that time, I believe.
Yeah, it was 92 at LA riots. These were the
Yep.
riots started by the, I think, acquittal of the four policemen caught on tape beating the shit out of Rodney King.
Mm-hmm. So this is another concept album in essence, but much way more tolerable than Mr. Lifts.
Yeah. So he was 12 at that time. And it's apparently about a lot of the events around that time, such as the LA riots, OJ Simpson's murder trial, and apparently an NBA All Star game. I don't know what song had to
Mm-hmm.
do with that.
Mm. I don't remember.
Um, and as much as this game like tries to use this concept, I feel like a good like half or 2/3 of this album ain't about nothing,
Yep.
or at least ain't about 92.
I agree with you there. He kind of stretched it a little bit on some of these.
Yeah, I think so. So like Savage Lifestyle is all about the riots. True Colors is about um him being born and shit that's happened. And then him being a blood as a like teenager.
Yeah.
Uh so like both those songs go and then like Bompton goes.
Yeah. Bumpton
Bompton
goes.
uses the DOC Funky Enough beat.
Yes. And that's where he does that dope ass story about about the like the cops trying to raid his crib and shit. He had his gas mask inside the fucking closet and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved when tell me you it ain't hit you right when they threw the tear gas in the motherfucking window and he's like, it's getting funky.
No, I didn't even think of that.
That shit, I was like, oh man, that shit was perfect timing.
Wow, I need to listen to that some more. And so there's "Fuck Orange Juice" about OJ Simpson.
We give a fuck about OJ. I love that hook.
That song uses the same beat as the Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, The Message. Oh, and Savage Lifestyle. The I think second half of that uses. You remember the Tony Braxton song, or was that an A Marie song that had that go go beat? I think it was
Mm,
A Marie. It's just one thing.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm thinking that the Tony Braxton joint is Take This Ring. Anyway, both of those songs fucking go. But it it like samples the A Marie joint and does some like hip hop stuff to it. And I want to say Talib Kweli used that beat as well. Like him and Strong Arm Steady.
I can
Like
see that.
this, not they use the A Marie shit, but like this altered version of the A Marie instrumental. I
I
think
hear
both of them use that.
that shit that's a lost style. Not too many people still flip that go-go style like that. I
I
know
wish more people
Wale left
did.
it alone when his dumbass had it in fucking pocket.
I don't know. Maybe the rest of the world doesn't fuck with it, but like every time I hear some shit like that, like the Roots used it on the song with Wale. I think that was Rising Up, and
Mm-hmm.
Jill Scott used it on He Loves Me, and then the two other R&B songs we just named, the A. Marie and the Tony Braxton. Like more people should be
Mm-hmm.
using go-go to their advantage, and no one does.
I don't know
So
why.
there's those. Fuck Orange Juice samples the Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5 shit. And then like the album like takes a severe not just downturn in quality but in mood.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even realize about the mood till you just said it.
It gets really weird after that and like aimless. Like The Juice ain't about shit. I fucking hate that song.
The Juice is when he fucking decided to pull the listener out of his concept. And that pissed me off because he started talking about his life and like past 1992.
Yeah, or like it was so generalized that like you don't know if this really belongs on an album supposedly all about 1992.
Yes.
Like I thought it was going to be a lot more about the historical events around that time, and he gets to a point where like he's done talking about those, and it's just about who he was around that time, which is, are you the same gangster then that
Hmm.
you are now? Because these songs ain't telling me no different.
That's real.
Not that they're all bad though. Like I don't really fuck with The Juice. I don't fuck with the soundtrack, or I grew up on Wu Tang. However Do You Want It is pretty good. Samples the popular R&B song. I can't remember who those chicks are, but the However Do You Want It, However Do You Need It, the shit from the opening scene of Belly.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And then Young Niggas is good. It's about him and his boy. Probably most likely a false story, but like him and his boy who he lives with for a while, and they grow up to join different gangs, and Game ends up killing the dude over some gang beef.
You think that that could have been a false story? Probably
Uh,
so.
yeah, I think so. I don't think he would admit to shooting a friend that he lived with if it was real.
Yeah, shot and killed him at the end of the day.
Yeah, like
True.
ain't nobody trying to get no, ain't nobody trying to G-dep themselves.
Right.
So, however do you want to?
I fucked with I grew up on Wu Tang probably just because of the hook though. But I
Yeah,
like
it's not
that
bad.
beat.
I don't really want to hear it though.
What about what's your life like? Because we all know that 92 bars is in all eyes is like, and they didn't belong on here.
Yeah, so let's deal with those real quick. Like 92 Bars is the song that was released before the album where he's dissing Meek Mills. It's that same song. It's fucking 6 minutes long. It's too much for me. I don't do long shit. So I don't never be feeling like playing it. And it doesn't, it nor All Eyes, which is a stupid, like marketed to women girl song featuring Jeremiah. I don't feel like either of those belong on the album. Even like as varied as the beats are on the album, these sound completely different. They sound like bonus tracks.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, it's okay if they were bonuses, but I just became privy to the fact that 92 bars was actually part of this 1992 album. Like, what the fuck?
And that's why it was so weird when 92 Bars was even released. Because I think Meek called him out for this. And I was confused too. Like, are you promoting your album or are you dissing somebody?
Good
And
point.
if it's, like a real diss, like the promotion can't be so blatant.
Yeah, but
But
it's game. What do you expect?
yeah. So what's your life like? Let me play this. I can't remember how it sounds. Oh yeah, I fuck with this song a lot. I don't really know what he was saying in it. I don't think he was saying anything. It was kind of average game verses, and that's what a lot of this album is. There's a couple songs where he's really sticking to a concept, and there's a lot of other ones where he's just being game.
Yeah. This it had its moments in with your life, like the beat go.
Yes,
But aside from that, it
yes,
was
it
just a
does.
regular track to me.
I fuck with it. I would never like skip it when it comes on, but it wouldn't be like a random song that I choose to play. Um, Overall, I felt like 92 was a pretty good effort after Documentary 2, but it was also kind of unnecessary, like because it's not stellar, and I still feel like we just got Documentary 2. Like, I don't need another Game album this quickly.
Yeah, I feel like that documentary too. It does feel like we just received it, but I think that's more so of how he rolled it out, which was genius. But it kind of affords him that time to it affords him more time than Game is used to like come up with another record because he came out with 2 and then 2.0.
Mm.
That's how you do the double disc shit if you're gonna do it.
The other one was 2.5.
I mean 2.5, my bad,
Yeah.
but like both of them bang to me. So it's enough to digest for a good year or two. But he comes out with Block Wars. He comes out with his Streets of Compton documentary and the soundtrack to it, and then he releases this. It's like a little bit of overkill.
Yeah. It's overexposure. Like, I still need to listen to Documentary 2.5. I've only played it, I've played maybe half of it like once. Like,
Oh, so refreshing compared to this shit.
yeah, probably. I did notice what's weird about this album and like game music lately, period, is that he's using classic samples way more than he used to.
Yeah, and I think it's because he has a young producer that's like that's executive producing his shit. Nigga Bongo, by the way.
Mm,
And they're just trying out different shit, throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks, if you ask me.
hmm. Well, that's disappointing. So yeah, like on documentary 2, there was a good like 4 or 5 songs towards the beginning that were like, oh, he took this. Oh, okay, he took this, and he's spitting.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt on Bompton, especially.
Yeah, Bumpton, that nigga went in. I ain't even gonna lie. He went in for like the first like 3 or 4 tracks, like you were saying.
Hmm. So overall, I think it's a pretty good album. Probably like I guess a 3. Yeah, I'm not doing half numbers, so definitely a 3.
He got rid of that real quick. I ain't doing half of it. I don't blame you, nigga, but I would lean in and I was leaning towards a 4, but when I really, really go through the quotables, which you know I'm a stickler for,
Hmm.
it's not that many, which makes it just like Game really lived off of the beats, his flow, and a few stories. Like it's not real o- out of this world rapping.
No,
Like even he does amazing work. He's known for amazing wordplay with name drops and references. Like he ain't really do that this much.
yeah, it's weird. Um, he just that's probably part of why it feels like too fast. Like, give me some time before you put out another album because you need that time to recharge.
Yeah, right.
it's clear that you didn't. Like you just been in the studio, in the studio, in the studio, and no, you need to go live regular life.
Mm-hmm.